Events page and on YouTube at Livingston Academy Basketball. Happy to have you with us as we get ready for this matchup tonight between two old rivals, the Livingston Academy Lady Wildcats and the Lady Bees of Upperman High School, getting ready to play here tonight in a District 7 AAA matchup as these two teams out ready for the national anthem to get underway, and we'll be ready for it in just a moment as they get ready to play it here.
Your starting lineup for your Upperman Lady Bees is
First, they're going to do the starting lineups. Upperman comes in at 6-3 overall under head coach Dustin Williams. They are 1-1 in district play. Livingston Academy, the Lady Wildcats, coached by Casey Bennett, assisted by Misty Garrett. They are 1-5 overall, 1-3 in district play as the Lady Wildcats and Lady Bees get ready to play. Livingston dressed in the all gray today, the royal blue numbers, the royal blue socks. Upperman dressed in the gold tops, the black numbers, the white pants, the black stripe, the gold striped socks on the Upperman Lady Bees. As Coach Williams telling us some of the Lady Bees families may be watching. We're happy to have you with us on our Overton County Events channel as the starters being introduced to the crowd, and now the national anthem here at Livingston Academy. Livingston Academy and Upperman getting ready to play this afternoon on what was supposed to be a very pleasant afternoon, but as it usually is here at the Lady Wildcat softball field, it's still much cooler than anywhere else as Livingston Academy and Upperman get ready to meet here this afternoon. Let's look at the defense for the Lady Wildcats. They'll be out there first in the circle today. For Livingston Academy will be number 16, Sabrina Garrett. She will be pitching today. Catching will be number 9, Jaslyn Flowers. Around the infield at first base will be number 4, Leah Kate Clark. At second base will be number 3, Chalice Matthews. At shortstop, number 2, Abby Swallows. And at third base, number 25, Maddie Gall. Around the outfield and left field will be number 13, Megan Estelle. In center field will be number 14, Emma Dulworth. And in right field for the Lady Wildcats will be number 29, Madison Neff, the starting defense for Livingston Academy. Now batting tonight for the Lady Bees, they'll lead off number 23, Addie McElhaney. She'll be followed by number 32, Morgan Green. Then number 12, Allie Jennings due up for the Lady Bees to get this one underway here in Livingston. And the rest of the batting order, Mel Pride, also J.C. Sweeney, Kira Hancock, Lauren York, Abigail Johnson, and Macy Robbins, the batting order for the Upperman Lady Bees as they get ready to face Garrett for the first time this season. Flowers, the catcher for Livingston Academy. She's committed to play softball at Vol State down in Gallatin next season in college. And McElhaney will lead off here for the Lady Bees as she will bat left-handed, facing the right-handed throwing Garrett. First pitch going to be low for ball one to McElhaney. So ball one, 1-0 to the center fielder for Upperman. Second pitch misses wide and away for ball two. So 2-0 now to McElhaney. As Garrett, the 2-0 pitch. This one going to be popped up to the left side. Coming over to make the catch will be Estelle out in left field there for the Lady Wildcats on the fly out to the left fielder, Megan Estelle, with the put out for out number one here in the top of the first inning, with a 3-pitch at bat there by McElhaney. Now Morgan Green, the Upperman left fielder, will bat. She also bats left-handed for the Lady Bees. First pitch going to be away for ball one to see the count start 1-0 to Green. Allie Jennings on deck for Upperman. Lady Bees will see that pitch catch the outside part of the plate. We're called strike one to even the count at 1-1. Lady Bees girls basketball team won the state championship, so they were a little late getting some of the girls basketball players back for this softball team, so they're kind of working their way back in. This one a little slow roller back to the pitcher. Garrett moving to her left will throw to Clark at first for out number two. It'll go 1-3 for out number two. Sabrina Garrett to Leah Kate Clark over at first. So first two up, first two down for the Upperman Lady Bees. And now Allie Jennings, the shortstop, will bat for Upperman, as she'll step in there to bat right-handed. First time that Garrett has faced a right-handed batter this afternoon. Gets the pitch sign from the wristband. Now we'll pop this one up into shallow right field. Matthews giving chase, can't get to it. That'll drop for a base hit for the first hit of the day for Upperman, as they'll hit the single out to right field. As going out there was Matthews from second base. Coming in from right field was Neff, but neither one could get to it, and it will drop for a base hit when they runner on for Mel Pride. Now for the Lady Bees. Pride, the third baseman for Upperman. First pitch to Pride. That one misses high for ball one. So 1-0 to the third baseman from Baxter, as she'll step back in there for the Lady Bees. Garrett takes a look over at first base where Jennings is on. Now swing and a miss for strike one to Pride to even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mel Pride, as she'll step back in there for the Lady Bees. Garrett checking that wristband, getting the pitch sign from Jaslyn Flowers behind home plate. 1-1 pitch misses low for ball two. Makes the count 2-1 here this afternoon. Supposed to be a bright sunny day, but it hasn't warmed up like all the weather predictors forecasted. Rain's supposed to move in tomorrow. This one going to be hit into center field. Dulworth moving to her left will make the catch on the move for out number 3. So the fly out to Emma Dulworth in center field. Upperman gets a hit. They strand a runner. We're through a half an inning. No score here in Livingston. Lady Wildcats coming up to bat in just a moment. Check the defense now for the Lady Bees of Upperman High School, as in the circle today will be number 3, Leah McElhaney, the starting pitcher for Upperman. Catching will be number 13, Kira Hancock. Around the infield, at first base will be number 30, Abigail Johnson. At second base will be number 34, J.C. Sweeney. At shortstop, number 12, Allie Jennings. And at third base, number 5, Mel Pride. Around the outfield, in left field will be number 32, Morgan Green. In center field will be number 23, Addie McElhaney. And in right field for the Lady Bees will be number 30, Lauren York, the starting defense for Upperman, as that will be the starters for the Lady Bees, as York will be the designated player. She will bat for Leah McElhaney and will play right field for Upperman. Now the batting order for the Lady Wildcats, leading off, will be the designated player. She'll bat for the right fielder, Madison Neff. Ashton Jenkins will lead off for Livingston Academy, to be followed by Abby Swallows and Emma Dulworth due up in this inning. Then Jaslyn Flowers will bat fourth, Maddie Gaw in the fifth spot. Sabrina Garrett hits sixth. Leah Kate Clark will bat seventh. And then Megan Estelle will bat eighth, and Chalice Matthews will bat ninth for the Lady Wildcats, as they will bat for the first time this afternoon as we move to the bottom half of the first inning in a 0-0 game here at Livingston Academy. So Jenkins, the right-handed batter, to face the right-handed throwing McElhaney. First pitch catches the outside part of the plate at the numbers for call strike one. So 0-1 to Ashton Jenkins, as she'll step back in there for the Lady Wildcats, dressed in the all gray this afternoon. That one's going to be low for ball one. Evens the count at 1-1 here against Leah McElhaney. Addie McElhaney plays center field for the Lady Bees. The 1-1 pitch, big cut by Jenkins, but can't catch up to the fastball, and the count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the designated player for Livingston Academy, as Jenkins will step back in there. McElhaney, the 1-2 delivery, bounces in there to even the count at 2-2 to the leadoff batter for Livingston Academy. Breeze blowing in from left center field. So if you get anything up in the air, it's going to be hard to carry that way. This one ground ball to short. Shortstop up with it. Throw to first in time for out number one. So the ground ball to shortstop for the ground out, as making the play directly in front of her was Allie Jennings. The throw over to Johnson at first base for the ground out for out number one. And now Abby Swallows will be the batter for Livingston Academy, as Swallows will step in and hit for the first time today, as she faces McElhaney for the first time and takes that one at the numbers for call strike one. So 1-0 to the Livingston shortstop, as Swallows steps back in there for the Lady Wildcats. The 1-0 pitch from McElhaney. That one misses inside for ball one. Evens the count at 1-1. Now to Swallows. She'll step back in there for Livingston Academy. McElhaney's 1-1 pitch. This one fouled over the backstop to take the count to 1-2. Fouled out of play right over the press box here. A little bit overcast this afternoon. The sun trying to peek through right now. That can make it rough on the left side of the infield if they try to look over that way to a throw coming back to them. The 1-2 pitch, that one slipped out of the hand of McElhaney and evens the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Abby Swallows. And she'll step back in there for the Lady Wildcats. 2-2 pitch. That one just misses for ball 3. Good eye there by Abby Swallows, taking that one to take the count full. So the 3-2 pitch, the payoff pitch coming up on the full count to Swallows. 3-2 delivery popped up in the air. Will that one get out of play? It will, as the catcher for Upperman took a long look at it, Kira Hancock, but it did carry over the backstop and out of play, so the count stays 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Swallows, as she'll step back in there for Livingston. McElhaney got to come to her here on the 3-2 pitch. This one hit hard down the left side. The left fielder going back in foul ground, and that was going to drop in foul ground. So the count stays 3-2. Swallows took that one for a pretty good ride down the left field line. Morgan Green giving chase, but it got all the way over near the fence, and she was playing well off the line out in left field. So it drops in foul ground and keeps the count 3-2. Swallows stepping back in for the Lady Wildcats. 3-2 pitch. This one fouled back in to the fence here at Livingston Academy. So Swallows battling here against McElhaney. Will be pitch number 9 coming up in this at-bat that Swallows will see. 3-2 pitch from McElhaney. Ground ball on the left side and foul ground for Swallows, so she'll step back in there for the Lady Wildcats. 3-2 still. Pitch number 10 coming up if I have the pitch count right. The 3-2 delivery. That one misses outside for ball 4 for the walk given up by McElhaney. So the first base runner of the day for Livingston Academy is a 10-pitch walk by Abby Swallows. And now Emma Dulworth will be the batter for the Lady Wildcats, as Dulworth will step in for Livingston Academy to face McElhaney for the first time. Dulworth, the center fielder for Livingston. First pitch to Dulworth. That one's right down the middle for called strike 1. Taking all the way, and the count goes 0-1 to Emma Dulworth. McElhaney, the right-hander, facing the right-handed hitting Dulworth. The 0-1 pitch. That one bounces in for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Dulworth. Jaslyn Flowers and Maddie Gaw, the next two due up for Livingston Academy. This one going to be hit softly to the right side, drifting out of play, and will get out of play, and the foul ball will make it a 1-2 count to Dulworth. Flowers and Gaw each hit home runs last night in Monterey in a 12-8 loss to the Lady Wildcats of Monterey High School, but Flowers and Gaw each with home runs last night. The 1-2 pitch from Dulworth. This one hit hard down the right field line. That one's going to be hooking foul and out of play, so the count will stay 1-2. Dulworth took it for a pretty good ride down that right field line, but it just kept drifting into foul ground and out of play. The right fielder over there had no play on it. Lauren York trying to get to it. The 1-2 pitch from Dulworth. This one hitting the hole on the right side. That's a base hit for the first hit of the day for Livingston Academy. The hole between first and second. And Livingston has runners at first and second now with 1 away here in the bottom of the first inning. And Jaslyn Flowers with a chance to score a run here for the Lady Wildcats as that hit moves Swallows over into scoring position. They're going to bring a courtesy runner in here for Livingston. Is coming out will be Swallows. Not sure if she got shaken up or something, but the courtesy runner, or the pinch runner, is going to be number 16, Kaylee Pryor, to run for Swallows. Flowers to hit for the first time today for the Lady Wildcats. Livingston catcher steps in there for Livingston. First pitch to Flowers way outside for ball 1. The count 1-0 to the Livingston catcher. Flowers a couple of home runs on the season for the Lady Wildcats in the early going. Steps back in there for Livingston. The 1-0 pitch from McElhaney. That one taken right down the middle for called strike 1. evens the count at 1-1. New scoreboard out there. I've got to find where everything's at here at Livingston Academy. First time I've seen it. It's a nice one they've got out there that they put up. The 1-1 pitch misses outside for ball 2. Hancock tried to frame it there near the outside part of the strike zone, but couldn't influence the home plate umpire, and the count goes 2-1. Flowers stepping back in. That left foot all the way up on the front box of the batter's box, swinging a miss on a big cut by Flowers to even the count at 2-2. Runners at first and second for Livingston, 1 away here in the bottom of the first, as Flowers will step back in for Livingston Academy. One of 3 seniors on the roster for the Lady Wildcats. That one taken outside for ball 3. Did they get the runner at first? The runner at second will move down to third base. They did get the runner at first as they got Dulworth leaning. It will go 2-3 on the pickoff. Hancock to Johnson for out number 2. That will allow Swallows, or rather the pinch runner Pryor, to move down to third base. 2-2 pitch to Flowers. That one called strike 3. So good job by McElhaney to get out of a jam on the first strikeout of the game for either team, as McElhaney will strike out Flowers and Livingston will strand a runner. We're through 1 complete. Each team has gotten a hit. Each team has stranded a runner through 1 complete. No score here in Livingston. We moved out the top half of the second inning. It is the top half of the second inning. Due up for Upperman, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. J.C. Sweeney, the second baseman. Kira Hancock, the catcher. And Lauren York, the designated player, who's playing right field. Batting for Leah McElhaney, the pitcher for the Lady Bees. So it is Sabrina Garrett back out there for Livingston, pitching for the Lady Wildcats, as she'll face Sweeney for the first time. First pitch to Sweeney going to be popped up in foul ground, but Clark can't get to it as it bounces on top of the dugout. The count 0-1 to Sweeney. We've lost our camera. It's moved here. We'll try to get that corrected. The 0-1 pitch from Garrett. That one misses outside for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sabrina Garrett. This one going to be popped up in the air once again down the right field side and out of play. Take the count to 1-2. As Clark again giving chase over there for the Lady Wildcats. So Garrett ahead in the count to Sweeney. 1-2 pitch from Garrett. This one hit on the right side to the to the second baseman. Gets through for a base hit. Matthews trying to catch that line drive in the air. Couldn't get to it, and it's going to be a hit for J.C. Sweeney to the right side of the second baseman. And a runner on with nobody out here in the top of the second with Kira Hancock. The bat now for the Lady Bees is Hancock, the hitter. She'll bat for the first time today for Upperman. First pitch to Hancock. Runner goes. Is going to be fouled back and out of play for strike one. So the count 0-1 to Hancock. As Garrett gets the pitch side. Square to bunt. Misses. The runner will go, and the throw down to second base is offline. So it's a stolen base. The pitch is a strike to even the count at 1-1. Runner moving into scoring position for Upperman with Sweeney on the stolen base. Going quickly. Trying to square to bunt. The batter doing a good job kind of obstructing that lane that Flowers wanted to throw it down to second base to. Well, this one going to be hit hard down the left side and out of play. Take the count to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hancock. As she'll step back in there for the Lady Bees. Runner in scoring position for the first time today for Upperman. This one hit softly to Swallows it short. She'll make the easy catch there on the little soft pop-up in the infield. Didn't even have to move from her defensive position for the first out of this second inning. And now Lauren York, the designated player, will bat. She's playing right field and batting for the pitcher, Leah McElhaney. Wears number 20 for the Lady Bees as she'll step in there for Upperman. First pitch of the day to York, going to be grounded back to Garrett. Garrett's only play is at first. They'll get her. The fielder's choice will move the runner down to third base as Sweeney will move down to third. It'll go Garrett to Clark for out number 2 on the fielder's choice. And Sweeney at third base now for Abigail Johnson, the hitter for the Lady Bees. Livingston, little meeting on the mound to talk about Johnson. She's got good power for Upperman. You don't want to give her anything good here with the runner at third base. As she'll step in to face the sophomore Garrett for the first time. Johnson, one of those basketball players, as the first pitch catches the outside part of the plate for call strike one. One of those basketball players that were on that state championship team that got to this team late, so you don't think she'll be in the 8th spot for very long, as she's just kind of working her way into hitting form here in this 2022 season. That one misses away for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1. Macy Robbins on deck, then back to the top of the order for the Lady Bees. Runner at third base, 60 feet away from the lead for the Upperman Lady Bees. Garrett, 1-1 pitch. This one fouled back into the fence to take the count to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Abigail Johnson. She steps back in there. Hitting right-handed. The 1-2 from Garrett. That one just low for ball 2. Gets away. The runner can't advance, though. As took a good bounce back to Flowers. Kept the runner Sweeney over at third base. Pitch was a ball to even the count at 2-2. Garrett now again gets the pitch side. 2-2 pitch. That one misses inside to take the count full at 3-2. 3-2 to Johnson. And she'll step back in there for the Lady Bees. Upperman playing Livingston. This one going to be grounded to short. Takes a high hop and goes over the glove of Swallows for an infield RBI for Abigail Johnson. We'll give her a hit on that as Sweeney will come in to score from third to put Upperman in front 1-0, as it will be an RBI for Johnson. And now Robbins, the batter, as Upperman takes the lead 1-0. Robbins plays second base. She's the right fielder for Upperman. I think I said York was. Hit this one off the hands down the left field line out of play for strike one. So it's Robbins that's the right fielder. York not playing defensively. Wind picking up a little bit more from center field now. The 0-1 pitch popped up in the air. That one going to drift over the Livingston dugout and out of play. Take the count 0-2. So Garrett well ahead in the count to Robbins. Trying to get out of this inning, giving up only a run here in the top of the second. Robbins steps back in. The 0-2 pitch. That one misses outside for ball one. Tried to get her to chase one on the outside part of the strike zone. Couldn't do so. And the count 1-2. One-two pitch from Garrett. This one grounded slowly to Gaw at third. Going to be a close play. Bear hands it. Throw to first. Clark will leap to keep it from getting away, but the runner is safe. Gaw coming in to barehanded at third base, made the throw to first, pulled Leah Kate Clark off the bag, but Leah Kate able to leap up and grab it to keep it from getting away and hold the runner at first base and at second base. But it will be an infield hit once again for Upperman. Back-to-back infield hits for the Lady Bees, and runners at first and second now for Addie McElhaney, the center fielder. First pitch to McElhaney, hit to short. Swallows will get to it. She'll try to roll it to Gaw, but everybody's safe. Kind of handcuffed her over there at shortstop, as it was in a spot where it was tough to decide whether to play it backhand or try to knock it down. Couldn't get to it, and it will be the bases loaded now for Morgan Green. Green stepping in for the Lady Bees with a chance to add to this 1-0 lead with two away here in the top of the second. First pitch to Green. That one just misses for ball one. Waited to see if there was a sign from the home plate umpire. He says outside for ball one to the left-handed hitting Green. And she'll step back in there for Upperman. Garrett's 1-0 pitch. That one misses low for ball two. The count goes 2-0 now to Green. Bases loaded for Upperman. It is McElhaney at first base, Robbins at second base, Johnson at third base for the Lady Bees. 2-0. That pitch on the outside part of the plate for called strike one to take the count 2-1. Robbins taking all the way, I believe, with the 2-0 count. We'll step back in there now for the Lady Bees. Two-0 pitch from Garrett. This one off the end of the bat right toward the Livingston dugout. Will land in foul ground, and the count stays 1-2. Now to Green. The seventh batter in the inning. Four hits in the inning for Upperman. 2-2 on that strike. This one popped up and fouled around. Keeps the count even at 2-2. Garrett trying to keep them to only one run here in the inning. Force at any base. As she'll step back on the pitching rubber. 2-2 pitch. That one misses high for ball 3. Makes the count full now. Only the second full count that Upperman's been able to work Garrett to, but nowhere to put this batter with the bases loaded. So a walk will be an RBI for Green. 3-2 pitch from Garrett. That one misses outside, and it will be a bases loaded walk and an RBI for Green, as Johnson will come in from third base to score. It will move Robbins down to third base. At second base will be McElhaney. And now at first base is Morgan Green, and Allie Jennings will be the batter now for Upperman. As Jennings steps in, she singled in her first at bat. Plays shortstop for the Upperman Lady Bees. First pitch to Jennings, going to be hit to shortstop. Swallows will take the flip to second, threw it over the head of Matthews. The throwing error will let a run come in to score. The runner will advance down to third base. 2 runs in for the Lady Bees, as that's going to be an E6 on that one. And the runs will come in to score as Robbins will come in from third base. All the way around from second base is Addie McElhaney to score. Moving down to third base is Morgan Green. And holding at first will be Allie Jennings, as the Lady Wildcats with a little meeting out in the pitching circle right now with the infield. As Upperman goes ahead 4-0 with Mel Pride coming up to bat. Runners at the corners now for the Lady Bees. 4-0 Upperman lead. Here's Pride. Flew out to center field. Her first at bat. The third baseman for Upperman, swing and a miss on a pitch that might have been out of the strike zone for strike 1 to Pride. So 1-0. That one bounces in. They'll give up the stolen base to Allie Jennings to move her into scoring position. So runners at second and third now for the Lady Bees. A 4-0 Upperman lead. That one hit Pride to load the bases. The hit batsman will put Pride over at first. And now the base is loaded for J.C. Sweeney. As Sweeney singled in her other at-bat to lead off this inning, so she is batting for the second time here in this second inning as they batted around. Has Upperman here in the second. First pitch to Sweeney. This one off the end of the bat as she chased one out of the strike zone to take the count 0-1. Sweeney stepping back in for the Lady Bees. The 0-1 pitch. That one misses high. Good job by Flowers coming out of the catching stance to keep that one gate away and holding the runner at third base. And there at third is Morgan Green, the speedy left fielder for Upperman. Count even at 1-1 to Sweeney. 1-1 pitch from Garrett. This one hit back into the fence for a foul ball to take the count 1-2. Started to say a moment ago, the Upperman boys playing against Livingston Academy's baseball team over just behind right field here today. So Upperman, a lot of fans up here for baseball and softball both this afternoon. The 1-2 pitch from Garrett. This one hit a little slow roller to the shortstop. Swallows up with it. Throw to first is going to bounce in, not in time. 1 run will come in to score on Sweeney's second hit of the inning and an RBI, as Green will come in from third base to score. It will move Jennings down to third base. Pride will go to second base. And at first base is Sweeney. Now for Kira Hancock. The 11th batter of the inning, Hancock. Little check swing foul ball. Rolling down the right field side. Count 0-1 to Hancock. That one misses high to even the count at 1-1. Hancock popped up to short in her only other plate appearance earlier in this same inning. 5-0 lead now for Upperman. All the runs coming here in the top of the second. 1-1 pitch. That one fouled off the end of the bat on the right side, and the count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hancock. Lauren York on deck. They're doing all of this with 2 outs. They got a leadoff single to start the inning. Then Livingston got the next 2 batters. That one low and inside for ball 2. And now Upperman's put 5 runs on the board with 2 outs. Still got the bases loaded for the Lady Bees. Hancock steps in. Count 2-2. This one going to be bounced off the plate, hits Hancock and foul ground for the dead ball. Keeps the count at 2-2. And she'll step back in there for Upperman. 2-2 pitch. That one misses away and high for ball 3. Takes the count 3-2. Now to Hancock with Lauren York on deck. Sun beginning to peek through once again, warming things up a little bit more. Full count. This one will be hit off the hands down the third base line. Swallows giving chase, can't get to it. Was it a foul ball? It was. It was close. Coach Williams down there in the third base coaching box wanted it called a fair ball, but it looked about 1.5 feet in foul ground. I think the body of Swallows was in fair ground, but the ball was in foul ground. Livingston making a change here as Swallows moving out to right field. We'll see who they brought in to short. As this one going to be grounded down the third base line. That's going to be number 10 moving in there. That is Ashton Jenkins, the designated player, playing shortstop now for Livingston Academy. Count stays full to Hancock. 3-2 pitch from Garrett. This one going to be popped into foul ground and out of play. So Hancock is the shortstop now. Rather, Jenkins is the shortstop now for Livingston. Swallows moving out to right field, so we'll change that in our scorebook. So Neff out of the lineup now for the Lady Wildcats right now. Still in the lineup with the flex. That one misses high for ball 4 for a bases loaded walk that will score Jennings from third base. So the RBI on the walk, that will move Pride down to third base. We'll move Sweeney down to second base. Walk will put Hancock at first base. And that run coming in to score will give Upperman the 6-0 lead. As momentary timeout taken here as the Catcher Flowers going out to talk to Garrett. Was Coach Williams making a change? No, it's still going to be Lauren York batting. I'm not sure what the timeout was for there. They brought in a pinch runner over at first base. We'll give you that after this pitch. That was going to be low for ball one. Pinch runner out first base is Ashlyn Reeser for Upperman, as she is running for the catcher Hancock, the courtesy runner for the Upperman catcher. The 1-0 pitch. That one misses high for ball two. So 2-0 now to York. Abigail Johnson on deck. Very dangerous hitter on deck if Garrett can't get out of this at bat here. That one misses away for ball three. So you'd think York taking all the way right here, with the count going 3-0. Twelfth batter in the inning for Upperman. 3-0 pitch hitter. The hit batsman is going to be an RBI, as Mel Pride will come in to score. And now the base is loaded for Abigail Johnson. Good power from Johnson, as we said. She singled back in the earlier in this inning with an RBI, came around to score a run, as first base coach for Upperman calling timeout here. Now ready to go as Johnson steps back in for the Lady Bees. First pitch to Johnson. This one will be popped up and out of play for strike one. So 0-1 to the Upperman first baseman. Long inning here for the Lady Bees, as they've extended the lead to 7-0 here in the top of the second. That one called strike two on the inside part of the plate. So Johnson falls behind in the count, 0-2 now. She'll step back in there for the Lady Bees. Oh, 2 pitch to Johnson. This one going to be hit hard down the left side, but out of play. So the count stays 0-2. Now to the first baseman, Macy Robbins on deck, then back to the top of the order for Upperman. But Livingston only needs one out to get out of this inning. But they've sent 11 players to the plate with 2 outs. Sent 10 players to the plate with 2 outs. This one popped up in the air, but drifting backwards over the press box and out of play. Now, third base, J.C. Sweeney. She led off this inning. At second base, the courtesy runner, Ashlyn Reeser, running for the catcher, Kira Hancock. And at first base, Lauren York, the designated player. Count 0-2 to Johnson. Garrett gets the pitch sign from Jaslyn Flowers, the catcher behind the plate. 0-2 pitch. That one's going to be hit softly and foul ground. Clark gives chase, but it bounces off the first base dugout and out of play. And a long inning for Garrett out there. This inning probably approaching 20 minutes or more. Johnson stepping back in there for the Lady Bees. The 0-2 pitch. This one hit hard on the left side. The shortstop can't get the catch, going out on the grass. 1 run will come in to score. Have they caught York off second base? They have. The out there with Estelle going to Matthews. It'll go 7-4 for out number 3. A run will come in to score on the play as Sweeney will come in to score. It will be a hit for Johnson, as she will get an RBI. But then the throw out from Estelle to Matthews going 7-4 for out number 3. And Upperman will see the inning come to a close, but not before they score 8 runs. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They do go ahead 8-0 over Livingston Academy as they sent 13 players to the plate, and York just took one step too many off of second base out there. And Estelle quickly from left field able to make that throw to Matthews to get out number 3 and get Livingston out of that long inning here, but Upperman takes the lead 8-0 over Livingston Academy. Livingston Academy will send to the plate here in the bottom of the second inning. Maddie Gall, Sabrina Garrett, and Leah Kate Clark due up for the Lady Wildcats as we move to the bottom of the second. Back out there pitching for Upperman is Leah McElhaney back out for the second inning. We'll say thank you to our sponsors for making our live stream possible. If you appreciate being able to watch the Livingston Academy Sports on their live stream, either on their Overton Events channel or on our YouTube channel, Livingston Academy Basketball, we would ask you to let our sponsors know. Be sure to patronize our sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of our coverage of Livingston Academy Sports here on our live stream channel. And as we get this at-bat underway, the first pitch to Gall is going to be a call strike at the numbers to take the count 0-1. Also would ask that you go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our channel. That would help us in growing our YouTube channel and growing our Overton Events webpage. If you would just go and click the subscribe button, we would really appreciate that. The more subscribers we get, the more that things happen well for our YouTube channel, and we would appreciate everybody going to our YouTube channel and subscribing to that at Livingston Academy Basketball on YouTube. This one's going to be grounded down the third base side into foul ground to take the count 1-2. And you may say, well, you're in a softball game and you're saying go to Livingston Academy Basketball. We started it back in basketball season, so that's where it started at. So we just continue with that there, and that's pretty easy to find on YouTube. McElhaney, 1-2 pitch to Gall. Call strike 3 at the knees for out number 1. Second strikeout for McElhaney. Back-to-back strikeouts. She struck out Flowers to end the first inning. And now strikes out Gall to lead off the second inning. Sabrina Garrett, the pitcher now, will bat for the Lady Wildcats for the first time today.
Now batting, number 18, Sabrina Garrett.
Garrett stepping in, the number 6 hitter for Livingston Academy. She will face her counterpart McElhaney for the first time. First pitch to Garrett, going to be grounded off the hands down the third base line and out of play to take the count 0-1. Garrett stepping back in now for the Lady Wildcats. The 0-1 pitch. This one going to be popped up in the infield. McElhaney coming out of the circle. Hancock will call her off and will make the play in foul ground as the pop up to the catcher in foul ground for out number 2. As Kira Hancock calling off Leah McElhaney to take control of that one and gets the out. And now it'll be Leah Kate Clark, the batter for Livingston Academy, as she'll hit for the first time today.
Number 4, Leah Kate Clark.
First pitch to the senior going to be taken at the chin for ball 1. So 1-0 to Leah Kate. We said 3 seniors on this roster for Livingston Academy. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1 to take the count to 1-1. Jaslyn Flowers, Leah Kate Clark, and Chalice Matthews for Livingston. Better say something about Marley Shaw keeping the books here beside. I mean, she's a senior for the Lady Wildcats as well. She might not help me out the next time. Swing and a miss for strike 2 to take the count to 1-2. now for Leah Kate Clark. One away, rather two away here in the bottom of the second. The 1-2 pitch. This one fouls straight back. That first one always coming at you here at the softball field makes you flinch a little bit, and it got me that time. Count stays 1-2 now to Leah Kate Clark. Didn't hit me. It made me flinch, though. One-two pitch grounded off her foot in foul ground, so that's a dead ball, and the count stays 1-2. One-two pitch. That one fouled off the headgear of Leah Kate Clark that time. She shakes it around and tries to walk it off a little bit. That one coming right off the bat, right into the ear hole of Leah Kate. Step back in there for the Lady Wildcats. The 1-2 pitch from McElhaney. A little change up stays high for ball two. Evens the count at 2-2 now to Leah Kate Clark. 2-2 pitch. This one going to be hit into left field. That's going to drop for a base hit. So Clark, 1 for 1 on the day with a single into left field. Will be the runner there at first base with 2 away. For the Lady Wildcats, Upperman did their damage with 2 outs. Let's see if Livingston can do the same thing with Megan Estelle. Stepping to the plate now for Livingston Academy.
Now batting, number 13, Megan Estelle.
As Estelle will bat. First pitch, swing and a miss on a big cut for strike one. So 0-1 to Estelle. Steps back in there for the Lady Wildcats. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Upperman leading by a score of 8-0. This one's going to be grounded on the left side in foul ground. Take the count to 0-2. Estelle stepping back in there for the Lady Wildcats. Oh, 2 pitch. That one misses outside for ball one. So 1-2 to the left fielder, Chalice Matthews. On deck for Livingston, then back to the top of the order for the Lady Wildcats. 1-2 pitch. This one going to be hit hard to Pride. Pride, one hop, will play it to first base for out number 3. That's good defense right there by Mel Pride, the hot shot. Down to her will go one hop into the glove, then the scoop and the throw over to Abigail Johnson at first for out number 3. So Livingston Strands 1. We're through 2 complete. It's Upperman 8, Livingston Academy 0 here in this matchup, in this district matchup between Livingston Academy and Upperman, as the Lady Wildcats will see Upperman come back up. The 9-1-2 batters due up for the Lady Bees. So let's check out the defense here for Livingston Academy, see what they do. Is they'll stay as they ended the second inning with Swallows going out to right field for Livingston. Ashton Jenkins playing shortstop for the Lady Wildcats. Matthews will stay at second base. Dulworth still out in the center field for Livingston Academy. I've lost my pencil. That's always the way things go. So they will stay the way that the second inning ended, with Jennings at shortstop and Swallows out in right field. Due up for Upperman, Macy Robbins, to be followed by Addie McElhaney and Morgan Green, due up for the Lady Bees here in this third inning. Bright sunshine now as we approach 6 o'clock on this Tuesday evening. Happy to have you with us on our Overton Events webpage and on our YouTube channel at Livingston Academy Basketball. Again, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Help us out on that. And if you're a business that would like to be a part of our broadcast, be sure to contact Tyler Maxwell there. He's got his contact information, email address there to send to. If you are a candidate and would like to be a part, the candidates can't run actually on the screen as that one bounces in for ball one to Macy Robbins. But if you'll go to our Overton Events page and look up above the live stream, you'll see the candidates there supporting us. We appreciate them. That one misses outside for ball two. Take the count 2-0. We appreciate our sponsors for being with us for this startup of a new venture here in Overton County. This one going to be hit hard up the middle for a base hit. Leadoff single for Macy Robbins, her second hit of the day. And now Addie McElhaney will bat for the Upperman Bees. She'll hit for the third time today, as she flew out to left field to lead off the game, then singled and scored a run in the second inning. So McElhaney, the left-handed leadoff batter, will take that one low and away for ball one. So 1-0 to McElhaney. And she'll step in there for the Lady Bees. 1-0 pitch from Garrett. This one hit right up the middle for a base hit. Back-to-back hits up the middle for Upperman. We'll put runners at first and second now as Robbins will move down to second base. McElhaney at first for Morgan Green. Green grounded back to the pitcher back in the first inning. Walked with the bases loaded in the second inning for an RBI. Scored a run in the second inning. Now she will bat for the third time today as we're going through the order for the third time. First pitch to Green, squares to bunt, bunts it right back to Garrett. The play is at first for out number one with Matthews covering, and one away on the sacrifice for Morgan Green, moving the runners to second and third on that sacrifice bunt for out number one. And now Jennings will be the batter for the Lady Bees. Jennings stepping in for Upperman. First pitch going to be hit hard on the left side. That's through. One run will come in to score. Second run going to come in to score. They'll hold Jennings at first with a 2 RBI single for the Lady Bees as McElhaney will come in from second. Robbins will score from third. And with the 2 runs there, Upperman takes a 10-0 lead here in the third inning. So a 2 RBI single by Allie Jennings. And now Mel Pride will be the batter, or will Livingston make a change here? I think they're going to. As Coach Bennett has come out to the home plate umpire to advise him of the defensive change. So coming out will be Swallows from right field. That will move Jenkins back into right field for the Lady Wildcats. And the new player at shortstop is going to be number 16, Kaylee Pryor for Livingston Academy. So Kaylee Pryor, the new shortstop for the Lady Wildcats. As the first pitch to Pride is going to be taken for ball one. So 1-0 to Mel Pride. One 1-0 pitch from Garrett. That one low for ball two. So Coach Bennett going to her bench with Kaylee Pryor, the new shortstop. 2-0 the count to Pride. 2-0 pitch. This one hit hard down the left side, but in foul ground. We'll take the count 2-1. Well, she took that one for a ride down the left field line, but the line drive hits in foul ground, and the count goes 2-1 to the third baseman. Two-one pitch. That one's high for ball 3. Right at first base is Allie Jennings, the shortstop for Upperman. One away here in the top of the third. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. She fouled it off at home plate to take the count full to 3-2. Garrett, full count pitch, misses high and away for ball 4. That'll put runners at first and second with Jennings going down to second base. Pride at first base for J.C. Sweeney, who is 2 for 2 on the day, has scored 2 runs, has an RBI, has a stolen base. So Sweeney's been busy today for the Upperman Lady Bees. First pitch to Sweeney. That one on the outside part of the plate for call, strike 1. Count 0-1 to the Upperman second baseman. The 0-1 pitch taken high for ball 1. Evens the count at 1-1 now. Runner in scoring position for Sweeney with Jennings staying out there at second base. That one low for ball 2. It gets away, and it'll let the runners move up as Jennings will move to third base. Pride will move down to second base. The ball will make the count 2-1 now to Sweeney. 2-1 pitch from Garrett. This one hit in the air to the left side. Gaw settling under it right on the line will make the catch for out number 2. The pop up in the infield to Maddie Gaw at third base for the second out of the inning. And now Kira Hancock will bat for the Lady Bees. She's 1 for 2 on the day with a single and an RBI. She popped up to short back in the first inning. First pitch here on the inside part of the plate for call, strike 1. So 0-1 to Kira Hancock. This one hit to Gaw at third base. Gaw scoops it to her right, throws to first in time for out number 3. Good defensive play by Maddie Gaw on one hit to her right. Had to reach to her bare hand side, make the catch with the glove, then make the long throw across the diamond to Leah Kate Clark for out number 3. We're through 2.5. Upperman adds a couple. At the end of 2.5, it's Upperman 10, Livingston 0. Move now to the bottom of the third inning with the Lady Wildcats set to send the 9, 1, and 2 hitters to the plate. Chalice Matthews to be followed by Ashton Jennings and Kaylee Pryor due up for Livingston Academy. Here in the third, Upperman with 10 runs, 8 in the second inning, 2 more in the third inning to take a 10-0 lead over Livingston Academy. As Upperman made a pitching change, they have. They brought in number 42 for the Lady Bees. That is Reese Kimmel, the new pitcher for Leah McElhaney. So Kimmel coming off the bench for Coach Dustin Williams and the Lady Bees. Is only 2 innings of work for Leah McElhaney. Gave up a couple of hits, no runs. Due up, as we said, it is Matthews, Jenkins, and Pryor due up for the Lady Wildcats.
Chalice Matthews.
As Matthews hitting for the first time this afternoon. Senior second baseman will step in for Livingston Academy to face Kimmel for Upperman, the relief pitcher. First pitch to Matthews, called strike one at the knees. Take the count 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. That one on the inside part of the plate for called strike 2. So 0-2 now to Chalice Matthews. She'll step back in for the Lady Wildcats. The 0-2 pitch. This one fouled over the first base dugout and out of play to keep the count 0-2. Kimmel throws right-handed. Facing her first Livingston batter of the day. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3 on the changeup by Kimmel for out number 1 here in the third. Now back to the top of the order for Ashton Jenkins for Livingston Academy. Jenkins grounded out to shortstop to lead off the game for the Lady Wildcats.
Now batting, number 10, Ashton Jenkins.
She'll step in for Livingston Academy. Takes that one on the outside part of the plate for call strike 1. So 0-1 to Jenkins. Upperman playing a couple of steps inside the bag at first. Almost even with the bag down at third base is Pride. The 0-1 pitch from Kimmel, swing and a miss on a big cut by Jenkins to take the count to 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, changeup, misses inside for ball 1. So 1-2 now to the right fielder for Livingston Academy. That one misses away for ball 2. Evens the count at 2-2 now to Jenkins. Nobody on, 1 away here in the bottom of the third. Upperman leading by a score of 10-0 here at Livingston Academy. The 2-2 pitch. That one misses away for ball 3. Take the count full now to Jenkins. So the payoff pitch coming here for Reese Kimmel. 3-2 delivery. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts by Kimmel for her in relief of McElhaney. So 2 up, 2 down by way of the strikeout. And now it is going to be Kaylee Pryor, the batter for Livingston. Pryor stepping in for the Lady Wildcats for her first at-bat today. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. So 1-0 to Pryor. Bottom of the third inning. Scheduled for 7 here today as we move past the top of the hour. That one right down the middle for called strike 1. evens the count at 1-1. Kimmel got some pretty good heat on that fastball coming on in relief. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. Takes the count 1-2 now to Pryor. She'll step back in for the Lady Wildcats. The 1-2 delivery fouled off down the right side, but out of play. Keeps the count at 1-2. Wind continuing to blow in from center field, blowing kind of from center field toward first base. And it carries anything hit that way pretty much into foul ground. That one misses high for ball 2. Evens the count at 2-2 now to Pryor. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out here in the bottom of the third for the Lady Wildcats. Pryor didn't chase one out of the zone. The count goes full to 3-2. Three-two pitch. This one going to be hit to the second baseman. Second baseman scoops it, but can't make the throw. Second base just couldn't get it out of her glove into the hand, as over there, J.C. Sweeney couldn't make the play. It's going to be an error on the second baseman, and Pryor will be a base runner for Livingston Academy with 2 away. Now for Emma Dulworth. Dulworth stepping in for the Lady Wildcats. First pitch to Dulworth on the outside part of the plate for called strike 1. Dulworth grounded out to the catcher in the first inning. One that just rolled out in front of the catcher. This one going to be hit over the head of the second baseman for a hit. Pryor rounding second base, coming into third. She never hesitated, gone on the sound of the bat. And it'll be runners at the corners now for Livingston Academy, as Pryor was running all the way on the first hit of the day for Dulworth. And now Jaslyn Flowers, the batter for Livingston, with a runner in scoring position for the Lady Wildcats. As Flowers, the catcher, will step in for Livingston Academy, looking to get Livingston on the board for the first time today.
Now batting, number 9, Jaslyn Flowers.
Flowers stepping in for Livingston. Squares to bunt, takes that one outside. No, it was a called strike for strike 1. Take the count 0-1. Flowers stepping back in for Livingston Academy. The 0-1 pitch. That one misses inside for ball 1. Dulworth will steal second. They'll hold Pryor at third. So runners at second and third now for Pryor, rather for Flowers, as the count evens up at 1-1 to the senior. Flowers steps back in now for Livingston. 1-1 pitch from Kimmel. It's a little slow roller down the left side and foul ground. Take the count to 1-2. Change up. Bounces in for ball 2. Evens the count at 2-2 now to Flowers. Maddie Gaw on deck. If Flowers can continue this inning. Jaslyn steps back in for the Lady Wildcats. 2-2 pitch from Kimmel. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Kimmel gives up a couple of hits, but she strikes out 3. Livingston strands a couple. Actually gives up 1 hit. The other runner reached on an error for Livingston Academy. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Kimmel. Livingston strands 2. We're through 3 complete. It's Upperman 10, Livingston Academy 0. Moving out of the top of the fourth inning for the Upperman Lady Bees, due up the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Lauren York, Abigail Johnson, and Macy Robbins due up for Upperman. Lady Bees leading by a score of 10-0 here in Livingston in this district matchup. York takes the first pitch for ball one. York, maybe the only one doesn't have a hit for Upperman today. She grounded out to the pitcher in the second inning, then was hit by a pitch in the third inning to reach base, or that was actually in the second inning, and was caught off second base. That one taken high for ball two, but she has been on base once with that hit by a pitch. Count 2-0 to York. Swing and a miss for strike one. Take the count now to 2-1. Johnson on deck, followed by Robbins for the Lady Bees. Two-one pitch from Garrett. That one misses. No, it is called strike two. A little late signal there by the home plate umpire. Evens the count at 2-2. I thought it was there, but then he hesitated a moment. He's trying to mess with me, I guess. 2-2 pitch from Garrett. Change up. Hit into right field. Matthews going back to the edge of the grass will make the catch at second base. The pop up in the infield to Chalice Matthews for out number one. And now Abigail Johnson, the hitter, with nobody on and one away here in the top of the fourth. We'll step in for the Lady Bees, dressed in the gold softball jerseys, the black lettering, the black numbers, the white softball pants. First pitch to Johnson, taken right down the middle for call strike one. So 0-1 to Abigail Johnson. She'll step back in for the Lady Bees. The 0-1 pitch. This one ripped down the third base line and out of play. Hope everybody's all right down through there. That was hit hard down the third base line. The count going 0-2 now to Johnson. The 0-2 pitch. Hitter. Hit by the pitch will put Johnson on first base. So that happening with one out. Now Macy Robbins, the batter for the Lady Bees. And she'll hit for the third time today. She's 2 for 2 on the day, though, from the number 9 spot. A couple of singles, couple of runs scored by Robbins. Johnson, the runner over at first base with one out here in the fourth. This one going to be grounded off home plate into foul ground. Take the count 0-1. So 0-1 to Macy Robbins. She'll step back in there for the Lady Bees. Garrett getting the pitch sign. Now making sure of that pitch sign. Step back on the pitching rubber. The 0-1 pitch. This one popped over the press box into foul ground to move Garrett ahead in the count 0-2 against the Upperman batter. The 0-2 pitch. That one misses outside for ball one. Tried to get her to chase one out of the zone a little bit, but Robbins wouldn't do so, and the count goes 1-2. One-two pitch. That one misses low, gets away. Johnson will move down to second as Flowers couldn't control that one at home plate, and that will move the runner down to second base. The count will even up at 2-2 to Robbins. First base open now to take away the double play threat. 2-2 pitch from Garrett. This one grounded and foul ground down the third base line. The count stays 2-2. Now to Robbins. After this, back to the top of the order for Upperman. Two-two pitch from Garrett. This one hit in left field. Estelle going to the line to her right will make the catch for out number 2. The fly out to left field to Megan Estelle for out number 2, her second put out of the game. Back to the top of the order now for Addie McElhaney with a runner in scoring position. McElhaney batting for the 4th time today. Back to the top of the order. She'll step in for the Lady Bees. First pitch right over the head of McElhaney, who ducks to get out of the way of ball 1. One-0. Misses away for ball 2. So 2-0 to McElhaney. Runner at second base. 2-2 pitch. That one just misses high for ball 3. The 2-0 pitch, I said 2-2, it's 2-0. Take the count 3-0. So you'd think McElhaney taking all the way right here with the count 3-0. And Garrett misses away for ball 4. So the walk will put runners at first and second now for Morgan Green. Green is 0 for 3 on the day, 0 for 2 on the day with a walk and scored a run. So she doesn't have a hit for the Lady Bees. First pitch to Green, change up, stays high for ball 1. Yeah, that's where number 42 is hitting. That's Reese Kimmel hitting there for the Lady Bees. So she came on in relief of McElhaney in the circle, and she's going to hit here in the number 2 spot. Hits this one down the right field line. That's going to be down for a base hit. 1 run will come in to score. The runner will hold up at third base on Kimmel's first hit of the day with an RBI on the right side, as she'll drop that one in. Reese Kimmel, the relief pitcher, hitting for the Upperman Lady Bees, as she brings Abigail Johnson in from second base to score. Moves Addie McElhaney over to third. So runners at the corners now for the Lady Bees for Allie Jennings. First pitch to Jennings at the knees for called strike 1. So 0-1. The shortstop Jennings, she's had a good day so far for Upperman. 2 for 2 on the day, reached on an error, scored a run. As she'll hit this one on the right side for a base hit. A run will come in to score. They'll send the runner from first all the way to third. Clark will cut off the throw, but Jennings will advance on down to second on the throw. So McElhaney will come in to score the run to put Upperman up 12-0. Morgan Green will move down to third base. Jennings heads up base running, will move down to second base. She'll have her third RBI of the day for Allie Jennings, and now Mel Pride, the batter. Pride rips this one down the left field line in foul ground. Oh, just missed the line down the third base side, as well hit down the third base line, but just inches in foul ground. Count 0-1. Good view of it from up here. You can clearly see it bounced in the grass and foul ground. So the count 0-1. Upperman leading 12-0 here in the 4th inning. 0-1 pitch, hit foul over the press box and out of play to take the count 0-2. 2 away here in this 4th inning. Upperman a couple of runs in the inning to add to their total. Big second inning, they put 8 on the board, added 2 more in the 3rd, 2 more in here in the 4th, with Pride trying to keep the inning going for the Lady Bees. Sabrina Garrett, 0-2 pitch. Misses inside, gets away. The runner won't try to advance. The pitch a ball to even the count at 1-1, rather to take the count to 1-2. 1-2 to Pride. One-two pitch from Garrett. This one hit the shortstop. Pryor can't handle it. It'll get through. One run will come in to score. A second run will come in to score on a hard hit ball to shortstop. A couple of RBIs for Pride as Green will come in to score from third base. Jennings will come in to score from second base. And Upperman will extend the lead now to 14-0 here in the fourth inning. And J.C. Sweeney will be the batter with Pride, the runner, over at first base. First pitch to Sweeney, hitter. So that'll put runners at first and second now for the Lady Bees as she was hit by a pitch. That will bring Kiera Hancock to the plate. That runner out at second base is a big one for the Lady Bees. If Upperman can score her, that would give them a 15-0 lead, and that would put the mercy rule in effect here in the fourth inning. It's 10 after 5, 15 after 4. So that's a big runner there at second base. This one hit to the right side. That's going to be down for a base hit. They'll send Pride. Right fielder up with it, make the throw to second base. The run will come in to score for Upperman on the single to right center field by Kiera Hancock with the RBI. It'll bring Pride in to score the run. It will move J.C. Sweeney over to third base. So runners again at the corners now as Lauren York will bat once again for the second time in this inning. That one on the outside part of the plate for called strike one. So 0-1 to York. And she will hit once again. This one hit down the third base line and foul ground to take the count 0-2. Popped up to left field to lead off this. Popped up to second base to Matthews to lead off this fourth inning. Now hit him for the second time in the inning. But well behind the count, 0-2. From Garrett, the 0-2 pitch. Change up. Stays high for ball one. Takes the count 1-2 now to York. Runners at first and third. Courtesy runner out there at first base. Ashlyn Reeser running for the catcher Hancock. The 1-2 pitch from Garrett. This one hits softly to the first base side. Clark can't get to it. Now we'll recover it. A run will come in to score as it will be York reaching base on that one. As coming in to score will be J.C. Sweeney to put Upperman up 16-0. Courtesy runner Reeser will hold down at second base. That one taken by Johnson high for ball one as Abigail Johnson back up to bat for the Lady Bees. As that run moves Upperman ahead 16-0. Johnson takes that one low for ball two. So 2-0 to Abigail Johnson as she'll step back in there for Upperman. Two 2-0 pitch. This one popped in the air in foul ground for strike one. Take the count 2-1. Johnson, the 11th batter in this inning. They sent 13 to the plate in the second inning. 2-1 pitch from Garrett misses over the head of Flowers. Runners will advance 60 feet on the wild pitch, taking the count to 3-1. So Reeser moves down to third base. York to second base for Johnson. The 3-1 pitch. That one misses away for ball 4 to load the bases. Bases loaded for Macy Robbins. The number 9 hitter, as Jaslyn Flowers going to call time here to go out to talk to Sabrina Garrett. Hope you're enjoying our live stream coverage of Lady Wildcats softball here on our Overton Events webpage and on YouTube at Livingston Academy Basketball. If you are enjoying it, go to our YouTube page, subscribe to our page there. It costs nothing to subscribe, no fees, no anything. Just be a part of that. That will help us try to advance this medium of bringing you Livingston Academy sports. As Coach Dustin Williams asking the home plate umpire something. Not sure what his discussion is here. With the bases loaded and 2 away here in the top of the 4th inning. They continue to talk here on the third base side. Robbins steps back in for the Lady Bees. First pitch to Robbins, going to miss inside for ball 1. 1-0 to Robbins. Upperman leading by a score of 16-0 here in Livingston on this overcast afternoon. Low 60s. 1-0 pitch hit to Pryor at short. Pryor knocks it down. Will flip to third to get the runner there to get out number 3. So they will erase York 6-5 on the putout for out number 3. Robbins will reach on a fielder's choice, but Upperman extends the lead. They add 6 runs here in the 4th inning. They lead by a score of 16-0. Lady Wildcats need 2 to extend the game to the 15 as we move to the bottom of the 4th. We move now to the bottom half of the 4th inning with Upperman leading by a score of 16-0. Lady Wildcats need a couple of runs to extend it to the 5th inning. Maddie Gaw, Sabrina Garrett, Leah Kate Clark due up for Livingston here in the bottom of the 4th. Upperman pitching's done a very good job. They've had only 4 base runners. Have given up only 2 hits on the day. have committed one error, given up one walk. First pitch to Gall. It'll be low for ball one to Maddie Gall. Her only other plate appearance, struck out back in the second inning to lead off the second inning. Now leading off the fourth inning here for the Lady Wildcats. The 1-0 pitch from Kimmel, facing Gall for the first time, misses away for ball two. So 2-0 to Maddie Gall. Stepping back in for the Lady Wildcats. The 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss on a big cut at the high fastball. Hard to lay off of those up around the eyes. And the count goes 2-1 now to Gall. Third baseman for Livingston Academy. That one on the outside part of the plate for call strike two. Evens the count at 2-2. Now to the sophomore for the Lady Wildcats. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike three. Out number one here in the fourth inning. Strikeout number 3 on the day for Kimmel, number 4 on the day for Kimmel. Strikeout number 6 on the day for Upperman pitching as
Now batting, number
Leah McElhaney struck out 2 in her 2 innings of work. Sabrina Garrett, the batter now for Livingston. First pitch to Garrett will be low for ball one. So 1-0 to the Livingston pitcher. The 1-0 pitch from Kimmel misses outside for ball two. Takes the count 2-0 now. To Garrett on deck, Leah Kate Clark for the Lady Wildcats. 2-0 pitch from Kimmel, swing and a miss on a big cut by Garrett to take the count 2-1. Two-one pitch, fouled into the Upperman dugout. People scattering over there to even the count at 2-2. Right in the doorway of the dugout, it looked like from up here. They checked to see if everybody's all right. Count evening up at 2-2. Now to Garrett. And she'll step back in there for Livingston Academy. 2-2 pitch. This one hit foul down the right side and out of play. Keeps the count at 2-2 now. Two-two pitch. Call strike three on the outside part of the plate for out number two. So 5 strikeouts in 2 innings of work now for Reese Kimmel. And Leah Kate Clark, the batter now for Livingston Academy. And she'll step in for the Lady Wildcats, representing their last out here in this contest with Upperman. Needs a hit to try to keep this game going. First pitch misses away for ball one. So 1-0 to Leah Kate Clark. She'll step back in for the Lady Wildcats. The 1-0 pitch from Kimmel, swing and a miss for strike one. Evens the count at 1-1 to Clark. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss for strike two. Takes the count to 1-2 now. The Lady Wildcats first baseman. Kimmel trying to get the relief win here today. The 1-2 pitch and strikeout number 3. Kimmel strikes out the side here in the fourth inning, and that will be your final score. Upperman wins it in 4 innings by a score of 16-0 over the Lady Wildcats of Livingston Academy. With the win, Upperman goes to 7-3 overall. They go to 2-1 in district play. With the loss, the Lady Wildcats drop to 1-6. They go to 1-4 in district play. That's going to wrap it up as Upperman wins it by a final score of 16-0 over Livingston Academy. Hope you enjoyed our coverage here on Overton Events. If you do, now's your chance to go over to our YouTube channel and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be a part of what we're doing here for the broadcast of sports here on our YouTube channel and on OvertonEvents.com on our webpage. For Tyler Maxwell, this is Craig Cantrell saying good night from Livingston Academy.